Hi everyone, Cindy Squirrel here from Squirrel Mills Farms. Today I'm going to make my chili recipe. I use my own spices, but I was looking at these other prepackaged spices that you can buy, which boast that they have no added MSG or no artificial colors or flavors, but you really don't get the bang for your buck. There's about 3 tablespoons in here, which is a lot, but most of it must be paprika. And if you read the ingredients, this one boasts no artificial flavor or colors. But the last thing on it is silicon dioxide. That's sand. That is natural. I really don't want to eat it though. And my point being is that you can make these, and for a fraction of the price, just buy the spices if you don't already have them in hand. Put them in a glass jar or a sealed container, and they'll keep for quite a while. And it'd be a lot cheaper in the long run than buying these pre-packaged mixes that you're not just quite sure what's in them. Now I do have, it's called chili powder, and I looked at its ingredients, and it's got chili peppers, cumin, coriander, salt, oregano, garlic powder, and cloves. Now, I'm not a cumin or coriander fan. Oregano to me is spaghetti, and I don't like putting spaghetti flavoring into my chili. I don't want my chili tasting like spaghetti. I want it tasting like chili. So I'm going to show you how I make chili. So in my crock pot, I've already cooked 1 pound of ground beef, and I'm using my meat separator to get it all into nice little pieces, no chunks in here. Okay, ground up that ground beef all nice, and I'm gonna add half an onion. It's another great use for a bench knife. It's scooping up your vegetables. And I like celery in mine. A lot of people don't, but we're gonna make this our own, right? It's gonna be what you like in it, and you omit the stuff you don't like. 1 can of tomatoes. And I like beans, so I put a whole can of deep brown beans in there. Like I said, I like beans, but I'm not an over fan of kidney beans. So what I do is, the first pot of chili I make of the season, I buy the little black beans, the red kidney beans, white kidney beans, and corn. And I divide it into 4. So each can is quartered. I put them in Ziploc bags, and then I just take one out of the, freeze them. So I just take it out of the freezer, and I just add it to my chili mix. And then you're not overpowered with so many beans. Now, we're gonna add salt. We're gonna add pepper. And my blend is there's only me here. Bob doesn't like chili, which was almost a game changer. When we first met, and the very first time I invited him over for supper was I invited him and I said, I made a big pot of chili. Do you want to come over for supper? And he declined. And I thought, oh, okay, he's not interested in me. But as it turned out, he does not like chili and he did not want to come over and not eat or for some reason. And good thing I tried a second time and invited him over for supper, and this time he came and he's been here ever since. Okay, now chili peppers. Now they have the seeds in them, and it's the seeds that are the heat. So you can put a quarter to a half a teaspoon in them. It's about a half. Whoa, that's a lot of seeds. This one might have some kick to it. Now, with my cayenne pepper, again, that's going to be your kick. So I wouldn't go any more than a quarter. Now, I'm only going to go 1/8 because there was a lot of those chili peppers in there. And another thing is I didn't have any garlic. If you had fresh garlic, I would put that in there. But since I don't have any fresh garlic, I'm going to use garlic powder, and I'm going to use a quarter teaspoon of that. Now you're going to put this back in your crock pot holder and let it cook away. And in an hour or two, just take the juice, just try it, and just see what that tastes like for you. And you might say, oh, well, that doesn't taste just quite like it has enough salt in it. You can add more salt. The only thing with tasting it and then adding more chili powder or peppers is they're not giving off their heat in an hour. It might take till you're almost done. When your beans are all cooked, your celery and your onions are starting to get soft, and that's when it's ready to eat. That's when I would add more chili powder or chili peppers. And look at that. Isn't that beautiful? And that's a very high fiber diet. If you have any problems and you need a high fiber, this is your baby. Okay, I'm going to set this back into the holder and I'll see you when it's done. Wow, this turned out beautifully. And the spice mix, the way I used it, the first half of the bowl was okay, and then it started getting hotter and hotter. It wasn't overpowering, but it did have some kick to it. So like I said, there's just me here that likes chili. So I just spoon the chili into some glass bowls that have lids on them. And I'm going to put that in the freezer. And then this is going to be like 4 or 5 nights worth of suppers. Quick and easy. Crock-Pot did all the work. Gorgeous. Hope you liked this video. If you did, please press subscribe. And I'll see you again next time.